Hello, so I was doing some more testing with Lyria because apparently they did fix that dodge buff, or at least I thought they did, and I was looking into that. But I actually, like said, we'll talk about that. But they like seems to be fixed there. But they also buffed Lyria skill here, so. You notice here it now says 30% reduct, 30% physical attack plus 2500. Used to say 25%. So this is a buff here, right? So now it's like with her fully maxed out, all of her skins are all maxed out, all of her glyphs except health are maxed out. Like she's fully maxed, ascension's maxed, artifacts are maxed, right? So this is as high as her attack can get, right? So physical attack 77,825. And then that gives her with the new with the buff like that, it's up to 30% bonus now instead of 25. It's now 29,848 when she is fully maxed. So this is actually a pretty big boost from where it was before. Like I said, this is again like probably like I said. So we went for 25. So it's like this is plus we got new skin, but you know this is a pretty decent boost here. And but I was testing like I said because we had some issues before. Where you couldn't like dodge, like said, because like even with like dodge buffs, the dodge buffs weren't working versus Lyria. I was testing that here. Like because it's like Lyria is suppressive, right? It should like keep you from dodging initially, but once you get to an ult and you get some dodge buffs up, dodge should work normally because you should have enough dodge because it's literally just a math problem. Like if you end up with more dodge than 29,000. Because she only reduces by 29,000. So if you have more dodge than that, you should be able to dodge. And there was an issue where we weren't dodging at all. Which did make it a bit harder to truly test her. Because like, oh, there's obviously a bug here. So we weren't 100% sure like how good she was going to be. Because it, like most things, they're obviously going to patch a bug like that. That when gameplay isn't working correctly. But, right, we were able. So once we get a couple dodge buffs up here. We have 2 dodge buffs. Here's a dodge right there. So what you can buff out of if you get enough multiple dodge buffs going. You can start dodging physical attacks again, despite Lyria's buff. So there's that. So that's been fixed. So that bug, like I said, there was a bug previously where she would literally just shut off dodge artifact buffs, no matter how many dodge buffs you got up. They just wouldn't work it versus Lyria. That was a bug that's been fixed, but they have like buffed her. She's now more powerful. At least the buff is more powerful. So let's do some like testing here. Again, like testing now that it's fixed here. Let's see what we can do here. So this is a Dante team. Let's see. So a lot of people just use Lyria as like a tank type of character. Like I said, she's super tanky. So it can just like a lot of people seem to just like using her in the tank spot, which is definitely an option. But another option that I can always just still use Aurora because it doesn't hurt your dodge just to dodge the other team. So let's just try this here. And Lara Croft's actually pretty good with her. But Dante's foresight ability was working correctly. It's just an issue with the dodge artifacts. But yeah, so I'll do a few arena fights and I'll do some more like testing with like a couple of other teams and like battle training that I don't have. Like I said, want to run something with Kira, like a Kira team, but I don't have Kira developed on this account. So I'll do some testing in like some of the battle training testing, some more of that too. All right. Yeah, no, if they, like I said, for non-dodging heroes, so heroes who have no dodge naturally, like Lyria should shut down, like, the effectiveness of dodge buffs on them. But like Aurora or Dante, they should at some point, like, if they're able to get, like, 2 or 3 dodge buffs up, they should be able to start dodging physical attacks again. But the dodge buffs won't be as protective for the rest of the team. So this is looking good. Lyria here. Sebastian doing my damage, but like I said, but Lara Croft, though. Super good hero. Like I said, Lyria seems to work really well with her. I've actually liked the whole thing. Oh, here you go. Here's Dante-led team. So we can just run Lyria here. And this should just work here. We should be, instead of Dante's normal shenanigans, we should just be able to use Lyria here. Alright, so we got a dodge buff up here. Alright, well, it didn't matter. Like I said, he did get a couple dodges in, though. Look, he has 6 knives. Or 6, I think they're like called a kunai, specifically. It's a kunai. Because he's supposed to be like a ninja. He has 6 kunais. There you go. Yeah, she's not doing a lot. She's not a good damage dealer, but she is very, like I said, she's good at just, she is a good soft counter. She's really strong soft counter. She's not a hard counter anymore. Like I said, They act like said originally they had her accidentally was a hard counter. I don't think there was no sign that it was intentional. It's just how she worked. Oh, here's see we can see it in the reverse on this one here. Da 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 da. Oh no, not again. All right, so this will you'll see my Aurora not dodging very well here. Like I said, because she's gonna be shutting this down. At least till Aurora gets a dodge buff up. And even with her dodge buff up, Aurora's gonna have, like, probably only around 1,000 dodge. Gonna be pretty low. Actually, I have attack buffs here, so I'd probably need 2 dodge buffs up to actually overcome this here. Which we didn't. Yeah, so that's, like, in reverse. Like, so Liria, super strong, like I said. She's actually starting, you see her, that was with Undeads. That Corvus, like I said, you're not gonna, I don't think you'll ever see Phobos in those teams. Sebastian's way better than Phobos. But you got Kira. Kira's kind of relevant again. I need to do, like, probably another video about, like, some of the other, like, the other teams like that. Like, she's not going to make Elmir relevant again, though, I don't think. I'm sorry, guys. Who's in second place? Hairball? Let's see if we can find Hairball. Here you go. Here's Hairball. So let's try this. Alright, there you go. Yeah, like I said, she has, like I said, her ult does pretty good damage, but otherwise her damage is kind of meh outside of her ult. Oh, another Dante team. There you go. We'll do this. Yeah, Folio hasn't been seeing this much play. Said Lyria is far more relevant than Folio already. I don't know if she'll be top tier. Like, she's definitely, she's probably not going to be ubiquitous like Sebastian is, but she is a hero that's definitely seen play already. She's making an immediate impact. You know, some heroes are kind of sleepers, take a while to find an impact. Like, I always use Amira as that because I don't think anybody used Amira for like this first 6 months she was around. Like, and then people started finding where to use her. It was just kind of, she was slow to find a place in the metagame. But, you know, given that Lyria is a good soft counter versus Aurora and Dante, and Aurora Dante are, like, ubiquitous, it's not that surprising with Lyria making an impact. But yeah, there you go. Lyria, super good there. And let's do, I want to do some, like I said, I was talking about, like, Blender type teams being, like, probably viable again. Nubs. Sebastian. So instead of Navarre, you would use Lyria. I just need to find Kira, because there's no way to sort for any characters on here for some reason. There's no sorting options. Yeah, you can add some sorting options tabs here, alphabetical, you know, by class or something, or just give us a search bar. Something like that would be super nice. And then probably Thea for healing. I guess you could do Martha, but usually you would do Thea. Thea is generally the best. It's either Thea or Celeste in most cases. You want to use your healer. Sometimes Aiden. You could do Aiden too. Aiden would be a choice, especially if you're using like a non-tank for tanks. We'll try this one here. We'll use Aiden. So we'll show, like I said, this will destroy pretty much most teams here. Actually, let's try classic. Let's try Trinity Twins. Maybe the twins can do it. Classic. This is one of my most used lines. Wherever Krista is. There's Krista right here in the front. I just had to find her. Because I want a sorting options. Give me sorting options. And every time they add a new hero, it just gets worse. Let's try this here. Let's see if we can beat this team. Aurora is probably not going to get a dodge because, getting shut off. Plus, they have an extra undead for more.
Even the heavens are repelled by you.
Aurora's dead. Oh, nope. See, look at that. Beat us. Like, normally you would expect twins to beat a team like that. Like I said, and Vari was usually what you would use there, but like the Trinity twins can't be that. You probably have to use someone other than Aurora up front to make that work. Maybe Mushi and Shroom or something, but I want to try, like, so let's try like a super dodgy team though. Worse, so we'll do Trinity plus Heidi plus Dante. Here, let's see if we can win with dodging. Where's Dante? Dante. Guess he's doing Fenris. And then where's Sebastian? You always need Sebastian in these kind of lines. Looks good. Alright, let's go. Just is see if we can dodge our way out of this one.
Justice from the heavens.
Uh-huh. Okay. Oh. Nope. We finally got some dodge buffs going, but it's too late, yeah. So, yeah, Lyria, super good. Like I said, they fixed the dodge buff bug, but Lyria's got a buff, so she's going to still be super powerful. Maybe not quite as powerful because you can now dodge buff out of it. But you do need probably multiples to do it. And it's just not going to be, it's not going to be too effective in a lot of ways. I guess we could try one more thing here. Let's try with Amira. Maybe if you put Amira in this line, you can make this work here. We'll do Amira instead of Dante. Like, maybe we can get a win. I want to try getting a win here. I'm like, you know, we'll try one more time here. That looks good, so let's go. See. The Mira, you know, hurting the agility heroes. Maybe this works. You don't have Dante for dodge buffing, but you have Heidi, who, like I said, Amira's probably... Like I said, Dante and Aurora is kind of awkward together. I always felt like.
Power of the goddess.
Okay, we got 2 dodge buffs up. See, Aurora's dodging. We got Kane energy going. But still not enough. So, yeah. So, the dodge buff's been fixed. So, but Liria got a buff to compensate for that. She's not technically quite as strong since she doesn't hard counter dodge artifact buffs anymore. But she's still super strong and is a good soft counter to dodgers. I wouldn't say quite say hard counter because you can still, there's a possibility to actually buff out of it. But yeah, not too much more to say on this one. If you want to see my original video where I talk about like Lyria, like and like talk about like the dodge buff and like how her ability works and how dodge works, you can find that one down below. As always, thank you for watching.